Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'll be showing you guys how I braid my hair, making sure that my hair is well protected and it doesn't get any damage. So these are the braids that I'm going to be using in the color 2, and each packet is going to give me 3 equal pieces. And this is how the braids look after I'm done prepping them. So I'm going to be using a wide tooth comb, a tail comb, and most importantly some whipped shea butter, and the shea butter is from Natured Afro. I am going to start braiding from the front, and I'm just going to be taking down one twist at a time and braiding that hair. So I'm starting off on clean, freshly washed hair. I washed my hair yesterday and I deep conditioned it and I moisturized it with some leave-in conditioner and some hair oils. That is what you're supposed to do every time you want to put your hair in a protective style. So I'm just going to gently separate my hair using my hands before I start braiding. This is a very easy process because my hair is already detangled from yesterday when I was washing my hair. Now I'm just sectioning my hair so that I can start braiding, and I'll be braiding medium-sized braids. Remember those press-on nails that I got from Shein? This is the other set that I'm wearing right now. What do you think, guys? So anyway, I'm going to be doing the normal braids. I'm not going to be doing knotless braids because the normal braids are what's easier and faster for me to do. So the way that I do these braids is I first start by placing the braids at the roots of my hair, and then I will wrap one piece of the braids once around my hair before I start braiding. This method is pretty easy for me and it doesn't cause any strain on my hair. And once my braid is nice and secure, this is the most important part. I go in with my whipped shea butter and I apply it on my hair. I coat my hair very generously. This is very important because the shea butter will protect your hair from damage that may be caused from the friction between your hair and the braids. And the shea butter also makes sure that your hair stays moisturized whilst it's still in braids. So you realize that when you take down your braids, your hair won't be dry. And when you get to the ends, add a little bit more shea butter and rub it into your hair, and make sure that your hair is tucked right inside the braid to keep it protected. So because I'm planning to curl the ends of the braids, I'm not going to braid until the end. I'm just going to tie the braids right about here so that I can curl it. So initially I wasn't planning on doing boho braids, but I changed my mind once I had started, so I went and I found these curly pieces that I had, and I'm just gonna be adding those to the braids as I go. So this is the size of the curly pieces that I'm going to be adding. So once again, I will start by wrapping one piece of the braid around the base before I start braiding. And then once my braid is secure, I'm going in with my shea butter again, and I will generously coat my hair with it. And then I will add in my curly piece. So I just braid it together with the rest of the braid until it is nice and secure, and then I'll take it out. So if you notice that the shea butter is a little bit white, that doesn't matter. It's going to melt and it'll get absorbed. And I also wanted to say this is the other reason why I love doing my own hair, because where are you going to get a hairdresser who is patient enough to apply shea butter to every piece of hair that they're braiding? So I'm just going to be repeating the same process until I'm done with all of my hair. You guys, when I got to this part of my hair, I was so happy to see my hair looking so healthy and the length being so even. I can't even tell you how stressed I was before I cut my hair, and I would see like other little pieces are super long and the rest of it is short. This is definitely better. I've actually realized that cutting my hair was actually kind of freeing. You know, I felt like a burden had been lifted. I felt like I had been carrying dead ends with me, but now I feel so much better about my hair. So I finally finished braiding my hair around 8:30 p.m. and I was so exhausted, guys, but I was left with curling my hair. So this is how I curl my hair. I use this cotton yarn to tie about 8 pieces of braids or so before I go in with my flexi rods. So I just tie the braids together right way I tied them when I was braiding. This just makes it easier to go in with the flexi rods. So once I'm done tying all the braids, I just go in with my flexi rods just like this. So I just start by wrapping the braids around the flexi rods from the point where I tied them together up until to the end. And once I'm done, this is how it's looking. I'm just going to go in and put these braids into some hot water now. And make sure to only put the parts with the flexi rods in the hot water, otherwise you damage your hair. Just the flexi rods only. And I'm back, guys. I've already removed the flexi rods and this is how we're looking. I didn't wait for the braids to dry because I didn't have the time for that. So now I'm just gonna go in with my scissors and snip off the ends that are not curly or the ends that are just looking weird and out of place. And then lastly, I'm just going to go in with some mousse and apply it on my curls. Hi guys, good morning. So it's the next day and I just wanted to come over here and show you my braids. So this is how they're looking today. I know the lighting wasn't the best last night, so that's why I decided to come and show you today how they're looking. So this is how they're looking, and the length is up to here. And I gotta say, I think I like this length over those super long braids because these feel light, they don't feel heavy at all. So anyway, I'm just gonna go in with some mousse and apply a bit of mousse, and it's almost out, so looks like I need to go and grab some more. So applying mousse just helps to make sure that these curly pieces that I put in, they don't get tangled too bad. So this is, applying mousse is like a daily thing when styling boho braids. And also having a scissors with you, it comes in handy to just cut off any pieces that seem out of place or any pieces that might be tangled. So yeah, that's just it. And now I'm just gonna put up my braids in a style, a half up half down style. So I just take like this front part, and when you tie your hair like this, just make sure that you're not pulling too tightly on the braids on the front. because you don't want to pull on your hairline too much. That's how you end up losing your hair, so we don't want to do that. So just make sure it's not too tight. Just try and loosen the braids a little bit. And that's it. This is the style that I'm going to be rocking today. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And yeah, so this is the look, guys. This is how my braids are looking. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.